Hey everybody, this is Mike over at Disney Daily Dime, and we are back with another resort room tour. This time we are over at the Caribbean Beach Resort. We're here for a handful of nights over spring break with Anna and Elsa and Carla. So we're going to go ahead and we'll have a full resort tour coming here in the next probably week or two. Once we have that done, we'll link to it in the description above. But for now, we're going to do the room tour, and we'll go ahead and go inside here in 1 second. When I cut over, we'll be in the room. So we are in the room here now. So we are staying in the Barbados wing or section, I guess, of Caribbean Beach. We're in one of the preferred rooms. From a layout perspective, it's not really any different than a standard room. It's more about location, being close to transportation, and the like. So what you'll see here is still representative of a standard room that you'll find there. Please ignore some of our mess that's down here. You'll see in the photo or the video. We just got in today and we just got back to the room. We've been doing a flower and garden festival stuff most of the day, so we haven't had a chance to really kind of clean up. But what you'll find here is a fairly nice size room, kind of your typical, I'll say, Disney layout. What Caribbean Beach is a moderate resort, so it's a little nicer than what you'll find at some of the all-star resorts, and kind of the layouts there. I'll link to kind of one of our recent room tours at All-Star Movies when we stayed over in the 101 Dalmatians section. Those rooms have all been refurbished recently, so they're actually fairly nice. But this is a moderate resort. So you'll see a nice little table set up. Ignore my camera setup, and there's the Spike the bee sipper that we got at Flower and Garden today. But a good table so I can work, which I greatly appreciate. You will find 2 queen-size beds here, like all moderate resorts. Hopefully Disney will eventually phase out the full-size beds that you'll find over at like the Little Mermaid rooms over at Art of Animation, which we'll link to that room tour up in the cards here as well if you're interested in those. So you've got room in here to sleep for. One thing I did notice when I got in here I was pretty happy with, we'll see if I can get in kind of nice and close there, is you see USB chargers next to regular plugs here. So you can bring your devices and you don't have to have the charging bricks and the like. You can just plug in the cords right into the USB ports, and there are several of them. I kind of point them out here real quick. There's another set here above the dresser, and I assume there is another one over here. Yep, there's one right there. It's a little hard to see because it's dark, but you can kind of see it right there. So like this already, far greater improvement from some of the other rooms we've stayed in that don't seem very geared to the technology of 2020. So in addition to the 2 queen beds that you have in here, this actually pulls down. Kind of let it fold down here. And this is kind of the setup in the rooms that we really like, where we can sleep Anna in one bed, Elsa in another, and then Carla and I sleep in one, and it helps the girls sleep much better. So that pull down bed is perfect for sleeping Anna. It's fun. You got Mickey in the hammock with Pluto kind of laying along the beach. Really like that. The girls haven't seen this yet, so they're going to probably go crazy about it. And Anna will taunt Elsa about being able to sleep near that. So you've got that. We do have dressers, which have linens, interestingly, down there. Another empty dresser drawer, and then we've got another dresser drawer here. Oh no, this is the fridge. Should have looked in here before. So there's the mini fridge that comes in the room, and then you do have a place to brew some tea and coffee in the morning if you so choose. For the bathroom, I like this. So you'll see here, I'll kind of close these and then show you. Really nice touch. It's not the standard kind of shower curtain thing that separates the living area from the bathroom. It's the kind of, it's not really country doors or barn doors, but it's a take on barn doors with a Caribbean theme, I guess. So they kind of wheel open like that. So nice. It'll help give the girls a little bit of privacy, which I'm sure they will appreciate during our stay here. The bathroom, really happy. 2 sinks, not 1 sink. It always frustrates me when we get to a resort and we have 1 sink, which you would think would be largely a value resort thing, but every once in a while, like our stay at Riviera Resort, in the preferred room that we stayed there, it only had 1 sink. It's very odd. So, but it did have 2 showers, so I'll link to that room tour as well since I mentioned it up in the cards here. So you get 2 sinks, a nice little storage area to put stuff down underneath the vanity. I think this is all decoration because the sink's there. It doesn't actually open up. And your standard kind of setup. You got a safe, ironing board, place to hang clothes, extra pillow, blanket, etc. And then you got the commode and shower area, which I don't think there's anything really notable or interesting in here. It's just kind of I'll call it a generic Caribbean theme, but nothing overly fancy or interesting. So these rooms were actually renovated, I think, fairly recently. I can't remember, sometime in the last few years. That's why they have the USB ports. So they're nice. I'm pretty pleased with them. We'll be here for 5 nights, so we'll get to kind of see how we like them and whatnot. But from an aesthetic perspective, having the 5th bed, lots to like here. Really looking forward to staying here. So anyway, we'll wrap this up. That will be this is our kind of standard room tour for the Caribbean beach. We'll link to the resort tour here in the end cards. I'll link to another resort tour of one of the other resorts. I'll just pick one and I'll put that in the end cards too. Hope you enjoyed the video. If you did, you like what we're doing on the channel, give the video a like, hit that subscribe button so you'll get updated with our regular content as we publish it we try and publish every week. We don't always get there, but we try to keep content coming for you guys on a regular basis. Hope you enjoyed it, and we will be back with a new video next week. Thanks. Bye.